Some dangerous free promises by opposition parties in election manifesto to win election without caring for the nation. In Karnataka elections recently, Congress has to fight for do or die position. So only easy way for it is to give promises of freebies which can yield quick results, as everyone will be eager to get money without labor. Example, free buses for ladies, whether they are rich or poor. 200 units for free electricity. This also whether for rich or poor. Housewife will get 2,000 per month. This also for everyone. Unemployment doles 3,000 per month. 500 liters free for fishermen. Everyone will get 5 to 10 kg of rice or wheat. In similar fashion, in other states also promises like waiver of farmers, jewel or education loans, reservation increase for certain caste and communities. Result of freebies. Rogue political parties steal public votes but dilly-dallying for fulfillment of promises given before poll after coming to power. These parties pay hefty money for votes as they know that they can multiply money by scams and commissions. Political parties know that police will be under their control and they can do any type of fraud, rowdyism, collection of money, etc. Governor, who is supposed to be vast talk of state government now, his powers are restricted by courts, and so he cannot play an active part nowadays. The courts know these promises are undemocratic unless supported by reasonable economic and financial documents using past data. Taking loan to give freebies will make India to become pauper countries just like Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Each money spent by government must increase its GDP. Capital works only increase employment, increase in GDP, etc. Money given in plenty to even poor makes them lazy and unproductive. Layman does not know this, but Supreme Court, High Court and Election Commission knew this, but they failed to take issues on their own, fearing political onslaught. The Election Commission is also silent spectator without stopping this. Election Commission is backbone of democracy. And remember the great man Session, who headed Election Commission, made all parties dance and follow ethics. But we miss great men like Session now. No one is capable at present to exceed the caliber of Session in Election Commission. Political parties are cheating public that they have not specified dates for completion of promises, or they reduce the scope of free buys promised earlier, thus cheating the public from original promise. Even parties like DMK said that they will bring prohibition in Tamil Nadu and ₹1,000 to all families in Tamil Nadu, but nothing happened so far. People are lured at the time of election by money without knowing that this money is going to rob their natural assets and put them in poor state. Free buses to all ladies, which include poor, middle income and high income group also. Thus money is wasted as middle income and high income group can pay for bus travel. Ruling opposition parties are having understanding that they will share the boot. And main thing is that they will threaten one another with CID or anti-corruption cases in public. But they will not do it or insist during their rule, thus cheating the public. Even central agencies are also doing this. The income properties of some of the MPs and MLAs are increasing in disproportionate rate as they give promises to gain power and accumulate wealth illegally. Nowadays, many MPs and MLAs, chief ministers, MLAs and chief ministers are going to foreign countries to manage their black money, and while going abroad taking their family and relatives also for many deals and for opening many bank accounts and company accounts. Thus, individual politician wealth is increased at the cost of common man money. Thus, selected politicians who amass wealth by this backdoor method are nothing but beggars, but have to answer before God one day. We got good politicians like Kamaraj, Kakhan, Lal Bahadur Shastri and even Modi now, who lived or is living gracefully without corruption. They don't have anything to show before the world. They died with very little things. When we look on some leaders, they are not wrong, but leading unethical life of having three or more wives. How they can be moral in politics when they fail in their private life? How to control politicians? Properties of all MPs and MLAs must be scrutinized by a separate group of experts and the Supreme Court to find out and punish the politicians for disproportionate assets every 2 years. Through finance, though finance ministry is having its own ED, CBI, and the ruling party may like to use these for their own political gains, only by targeting opposition parties only. Election Commission should ban giving promise of free buys unless supported by economic data and fund source clearly. If parties fail to fulfill promises per time span assured, it should recommend dismissal of state government and it should be obeyed by central government without delay or dilly-dallying to favor their own state party. The dismissal must be based on cheating of public to gain votes. Nexus between ruling and opposition party must be broken. If any party leader accuses other, we should file a case against the accused through their legal wing, thus not cheating the public. EC and Supreme Court must bring rules regarding to this. How to control politicians? Loans should not be allowed for bridging free buys gap. State government must generate funds internally. No third country debt acceptance by state government for any projects, and all must be through central government only. RBI and central government also must take action to stop state government to take loans beyond a limit which is sustainable. And Supreme Court must appoint an expert team to supervise these activities of RBI and central government. Both the RBI and central government must take Supreme Court approval for raising the loan limits for states, assuring court that country will not fall in debt trap. As appointees in RBI is under control of central government, this step is a must. Governor must be given powers to check execution of all plans of government, whether road, transport, industry, etc., and order CBI inquiry. States like Tamil Nadu do not want governor posts as they fear that they will be exposed. Identify the opposition parties who are silent and just raise voices instead of roadside, village side agitations against wrongdoings of state government. They are silent partners for mislead, so they will not raise any agitation on roads. Do not vote for them. How to control politicians? Governors must be allowed to have their own secret service cadre to assist them to find out any scam or any leakage or any anti-national activity in the state. Supreme Court and central government must frame rules to this effect, which will act as control weapon on powerful lobby of ministers. Of course, governor cannot question the plans or contracts of government, but he can locate any revenue leakage and take punitive action against anyone, including chief minister, if he is with a proof. Fast-track courts must be there to conduct trials of all politicians, and adjournment should not be given more than 1 or 2. Supreme Court must insist on this throughout India. Ruling MLA or MPs or even chief minister and other ministers who amassed wealth due to illegal work must be given heavy punishment with seizure of assets and jail terms as they cheated the public. For every contract, approval must be taken by minister so that minister cannot escape and put blame on officers. Supreme Court must order all state agents to verify works done physically, which should be satisfactory, and responsibility must be fixed on officers on the spot. People must choose honest officers or people who are known for their tendency to help poor and against corruption. This will help poor to get good life upliftment. The leader must keep away their kins at bay, thus avoiding any criticism of helping them. The PJP leader anomaly is a respected and honest IAS officer. People should not take money for voting. If taken, they should vote against the person as his plan was to earn more money from you by stealing. People must go against free buys. Only below poverty lines, people can be helped for limited level for free from hunger, but they have to work for their own upliftment. Only widows and old ones can be helped for long. BJP leader Annamalai is trying to increase the BJP supporters in Tamil Nadu. You can follow some of the following steps. He has to decide about the venues and dates for Padayatra. In previous days, posters and banners need to be put up in and around village, town or city. AIDMK has pointed out some 80 election promises made by DMK at various places. Most important unfulfilled promises can be noted, and a video show has to be arranged in the venue using projector and screen. In meeting with public, you should ask all speakers not to address anyone by name, thus saving a lot of time. Each speaker must be assigned about 5 topics against the ruling party based on their promises, which are unfulfilled, so that many points can be covered. Some low-level speakers must speak like EVR, who used to accuse Tamilians for not following him in his own style. Past data speeches of EVR will give hints how to speak in a meeting to induce Tamilians. BJP Tamil Nadu unit must give training to their speakers how to speak like VEVR to incite Tamilians to defeat DMK. The anti-Tamil and anti-Dravidian stance by EVR must be highlighted. The low-level speech against ladies and Hindu religions by Karunanidhi need to be addressed to people in villages and towns. Annamalai should speak mainly about BJP agenda if BJP comes to power, like phased prohibition, employment to all, freedom to temples from government control, establishment of dams, industries for employment, and corrupt-free government to rule. We should arrange army officers to protect the BJP cadre throughout Tamil Nadu. BJP leader Annamalai must tell the cadre to work for his party for their future and for helping poor, but should tell them not to come to party to earn money for their family by doing scam. He should arrange translators who can translate from Hindi, English, etc. to Tamil the speeches of great leaders like Modi, Amit Shah, and other great leaders. The translation must be done within 12 hours of speech. You should be more friendly with Muslims en route his tour and remove their fear that they were also Hindu once, and so no need to fear BJP. They are also his brothers. We should insist on central government to take action against scamsters quickly so that before 2024 things will change in BJP favor. Try to have one enemy at a time. Now DMK can be his target. Senior leaders must be assigned a particular region in Tamil Nadu to cover campaign. We should allow senior people to work independently and asking them to be very careful in their utterances. We should advise them also for Padayatra after him on specific regions allotted to them. You should tell his partymen to be careful to remain as moral person, not to indulge in any sexual or unethical issues. Anyone indulging in Dravidism and sex must be expelled immediately. Assure the working cadre for proper positions in party and other posts to carry out good works. Party cadre must be dedicated one and be ready to go to jail if need be. They should be helped by BJP legal cell, and their association with agitation must be noted and reward must be given at proper time. A separate TV must be there with news and entertainment for BJP lovers in Tamil Nadu. Many supporters who work for BJP without party affiliations must be identified and supported by some incentives like gifts directly from Tamil Nadu BJP unit head, that is now Annamalai. Fairy writers like Maridas, Sabke, Rangaraj Pandey, Kalahala Das, etc. must be encouraged more to support BJP growth in Tamil Nadu. No ego should come to Annamalai for seeking their help. More writers in YouTube, especially ladies, must be identified and honored. Honorarium and good post in party and government must be given to above writers. Good speakers from college campus must be recruited for campaign for BJP in educational institution and public. God save our country from bad politicians. Pray to courts, election commissioner for necessary legislation to save India from bankruptcy due to greedy and power-hungry politician. Why BJP lost Karnataka? One of the foremost reasons is attractive freebies announced in election manifesto by Congress. They may follow the same for 2024 election also, as they lose nothing in offering, but it helps to capture power if people believes it. Congress knows that Modi is a clean man and only weapon they can use against him is freebies. BJP increase the foreign reserves now and Congress wants to use it advantageously for freebies. The second reason is anti-incumbency. Bombay is not the aggressive Modi or Yogi Adityanath to break the anti-incumbency. Third is division of traditional Lingayat votes among BJP and Congress. Fourth is 40% commission by BJP leader posters were properly not replied by BJP and it is not reported in public. BJP must have gone to court and banned all circulation of corruption and posters without base material. This they failed miserably. Then en masse votes for Congress by Muslims. Local leaders are not given main facelift. Only last minute tour of Modi saved some face. But BJP retained the vote share as in last assembly. So Devagowda party votes turned to Congress, mostly Muslims. Bommai is not a charismatic leader as chief minister. He is not able to control his minister or attract people. Local issues like road repairs, traffic problems, unemployment problems caused the defeat of BJP. What BJP has to do for 2024 elections? BJP must convince Supreme Court and Election Commission to ban about attractive freebies announced in election manifesto by opposition parties to capture power without proper economical and financial base. This base must be almost perfect and scrutinized by expert team, and then approval can be given for inclusion in manifesto. Without approval, it should not be included in the manifesto. Timing of execution of freebies also to be insisted, so that if the party fails to fulfill promises, it can be dismissed. It is tantamount to bribery in large scale. So Supreme Court and EC must come on their own to do this. This will be appreciated for his historic decision. Now itself we should gear BJP ruled states to start solving local issues like roads, water problems, etc. in all levels on war footing. CMs and other leaders of BJP ruled states should not sit idle and to the state to oversee grievance redressal of people. Speed up all scam related cases through agencies and give punishment to political leaders on war footing so that they will be in distress. Their property must be seized and put in jail. This will create vote bank in favor of BJP. Middle and low income groups are dissatisfied with BJP due to BJP attention on big projects like national highway roads, bullet train, religion, etc. without caring for local issues much. People are worried about increase in cost of education, travel, medical expenses. So central government must arrange to introduce central medical scheme for middle and lower income group throughout India. Low premium for middle income group and no premium for below poverty line. Online education up to 12th class must be introduced with 4 exams for students for each class. This will help to reduce cost and students can be allowed to study inside home or using tutorials or some home tuitions. Laboratory facilities may be allowed for tutorial colleges for nominal fees. This will reduce huge fees charged by private school. Play facilities also are to be increased in all villages and towns for online students use, as they can ignore school and its high fees. Identify non-performing ministers and MLAs by taking secret views of public through good, skillful persons with record regarding the public grievances about performance of MLAs. Those who are having bad name must not be given tickets again or removed from party immediately. What BJP has to do for 2024 elections? Part 2. State governments are fooling people, showing central government scheme as their own. Find ways to stop central funding scheme shown as state scheme. This can be done by printing PM photos. Also, a board must be there in all ration shops showing about sharing percentage of expenses for state and central for ration item. BJP units must check this on daily basis so that it is visible to all, and they should explain people about this. Use theatres and TVs for good advertisement. This advertisement must be changed in different styles so that public will not get bored. This can be started 4 months before 2024 elections. Infighting party must be viewed as serious offence and offenders must be punished. Now itself action should be taken for solving problems. Population control policy has to be enacted quickly as land demographic changes and Muslims soon likely outnumber Hindus. This may be a danger signal. There will be clash between Hindus and Muslims over this. And Hindus are traditional vote bank for BJP. Also, Hindus from Pakistan and other countries should be recognized as Indians quickly so that they can live peacefully in India. Law must be enforced quickly. Kashmiri Pandits must be settled in groups in Kashmir near army barracks so that they can live happily without fear. Now let them live in grace. Muslims and Christians clergies must be consulted and minority funds should be utilized properly as per direction without harming national integrity. Why Congress must be careful? Now Karnataka people will expect fulfillment of promises from Congress within a short time. Otherwise they will lose heavily in 2024 elections. Factional infighting must be stopped. Growth of that front must be resisted. Go smooth with BJP in many spheres where people are getting benefit. Don't show Congress as Muslim or Christian party. Respect Hindus and try to remove control on temples by state government. Already Muslims started asking for deputy CM post in Karnataka. Congress High Command may expect large money from state for general election from Karnataka. Congress also one time may come at center and will be in advantage position to follow this video. Prayer to God and people. God save our country from bad politicians. Pray to courts, Election Commission for necessary legislation to save India from bankruptcy due to greedy and power-hungry politicians. Vote for candidates seeing their moral character and helping tendency towards poor. One wife candidate must be chosen. Cash for votes candidates must not be chosen as they are snakes. Support candidates who save our temples and use temple funds to grow Hinduism and free from corruption. Candidates must organize discourses, bhajans in temples and moral classes for children in school, which will increase morality in society. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Share this and spread the message.